Thank you, Anna Larai. Welcome, everyone, to our January 16th, 2024 Alchemy Consciousness Global Meditation. My name is Paula, and I am part of your ground crew, and it is my great pleasure to introduce you to the remainder of the ground crew. You've been listening to Anna Larai, our voice. She and Christian join us from Vancouver Island in Canada. Sarala joins us from Florida. Maria is in Germany, and I'm in Montana. And we are your ground crew. And I'd like to take just a moment and say thank you so much, everyone, for the donations we have received for the oh gosh, I'm short for words. We donate our time. We do have some costs that we are having with the GoToWebinar and those kind of things, and we didn't quite cover our costs last year, so we would just say if you have a chance to donate and would like to donate, please go to the alchemycollective.org. We have a button there, and we would truly appreciate it. And with that, it's back to Anna Larai.
Thank you, Paula. Okay, let me just, no, not what we want. Just 1 second here. We're just trying to get things sorted here. Okay. There we go. Okay. All right. So we are very glad to be here again. And thank you, Paula, for doing the announcements. And we're going to start trying to do our other announcements at the end, if I remember, and about online gatherings and some stuff with Sparkles of Love. But right now, I just want to show you, and on your screen, you should be able to see the picture, is we are going to start changing, so you'll see this now, the Alchemy's visual. So in the past, you've always seen the iris come up, and it's time for us to change. It's been 11 years in another week or so, and we think that this represents more of what the alchemy does and the awakening and the new earth. So I don't know what you think of it, but this is the kind of the visual you'll start seeing a little more often now as we move forward. And so when you're on Facebook and other places, you'll see something like this or similar when we start making our schedule and reminding you that we have a global meditation. All right, everybody, let's get connected to the light and just see, feel, or sense as we bring in that pure source light. And I'm going to ask everyone to see this beautiful golden disc before you. Oh. There go the energies some more. I had to lay down for the last hour because the energies got so strong. And just see that golden disc. And as you step upon it, just feel as it brings you up, up, up. Beautiful. And as you come to the alchemy field, for any of you that are new with us, you'll see this beautiful field with long grasses and wildflowers and large trees on either side. And if you look down the field, you will see a gorgeous crystal. It is the energy, it is Alchemy's home crystal, and it is a portal, but it looks like a quartz crystal, size of an old oak tree. And we're going to ask everyone to come down, either walk or go on your golden disc, down and stand around the crystal. Greetings, beloved ones. We are the alchemy, and it is our pleasure to be present with you this day. we call forth on Analarai, the one we refer to as ribbons, Christian, Karila, and Mother Gaia, to come down and connect their hearts together, for we run our energies through these individuals to flow to you. And those of you with us last week know that we have changed our procedure and our process of connecting. And so see or feel now as when the four of them step into the crystal. See as we bring a purple ray down to Analarai, a blue ray to Christian, to his heart, a platinum ray to Karila, and a green ray to Mother Gaia. And see now as these four rays weave together like a piece of multicolored yarn. And now coming from Analarai's heart to connect directly with your heart is this ray, this four-colored ray woven together with purple, blue, platinum, and green, all woven together. And this connects with your heart from Analarai's heart. And yes, it feels different. And the same four-fold or four-colored ray or yarn connects to you from the heart of Christian, with your heart chakra. And Karela sends this same four-colored yarn of purple, blue, platinum, and green to your heart, as does Mother Gaia. So now you are receiving 16 threads or rays of color, of the four colors: four of green, four of blue, four of platinum, and four of the purple. And feel as we send you love and light through these yarns, through this woven four-color thread. And these four beings of light, Analarai, Christian, Karila, and Mother Gaia, are within the crystal. We have sent these rays and ribbons down to each of them. They have woven together, and you get four sets of four now. Beautiful. And as you look behind you, things have changed there as well. You will still see the 11 rings of angels, around the crystal. and pass them a ring of enlightened ones. And here, past those, the 13th ring is a ring of mythical creatures. And the 14th ring are all of the alchemy members. And the next ring holds all of the Alchemy High Council. And the 16th or final ring are all the outer ring star sphere beings. And all of these beings and these rings are connecting with you and sending you love and light. And yes, the energy is quite strong. Just receive. And last week we told you that 2024 would be an unprecedented year. And it was so fascinating to watch the reactions to this. We remind you that unprecedented is a neutral word. It wasn't indicating positive or negative, simply unprecedented. And we will remind you once again, as we did, that this year is different. The energies, what sleep you require and how your body will respond, the intensity of the collective, the planetary energies. It is a different year, and it is important for you to be more present, to do, we will even say, less multitasking. And that is something you have grown accustomed to listen more with the heart, to make more time for peace, for silence, for joyful activities, whatever they may be for you. And feel now, as we begin to run the diamond lights, and that is the white, the pink, the golden, and the aqua, as they flow through these threads and into your heart space, more than you have received before, 4 times more. And these still are what you call the ascension energies. They carry the newest vibrations. The white is the base diamond light, and they all carry the codes of remembrance of who you are on all levels. The pink, the golden, and the aqua. The pink is for the human physical body. The golden is for healing for yourself. And the aqua is for self-sovereignty, is for sovereignty. And just receive all of these diamond lights into your field. And we remind you that we changed the times last week for this new year. So we still invite you to call on the diamond lights twice a day, up to now 60 consecutive minutes rather than 30, twice per day. And once of these remains at bedtime. So the instructions are the same as they've always been, except the time is longer. Just feel all of these diamond lights as they flow into your body to support you, to help you with your own remembrance and awakening. And we ask you now to travel on your golden disc to any country other than the one that you live in. So if you live in Canada, like Anna Larai and Christian, you go to any other country. And we ask you to find a place of nature and to imagine you're standing in this place of nature. And we ask you now, you are still connected to us. All the rays have extended themselves. And we ask you to extend your legs 6 feet or 2 meters so that they touch the unity grids below the earth. Here in this place of nature, in whatever country you have chosen to go to. And we ask you to simply allow these diamond lights to flow down through you the white, the gold, the pink, and the aqua to flow into the unity grids. But you, as always, are filled up first, and it is only the excess that flows, and you never have to ask for specific diamond lights when you are with us in our global meditations. Your highest self will always regulate that. But right now you are all receiving all four, but in different proportions. Some are getting a little more gold, and some a little more pink, and some a little more aqua. Beautiful, beloved ones. And allow those diamond lights to flow into the unity grids. And Kadila and Mother Gaia will utilize them or store them as needed. And should you feel depleted at any time, you can always connect with the unity grids and ask for more love, more peace, more hope. For there are many frequencies that we anchor into the unity grids. Continue to receive. And allow to move into the unity grids. And we shared with you last week that since the winter solstice in December, less than a month ago, a new energy, a new vibration has been flowing onto your planet. And this is the vibration or energy of discernment. The vibration or energy of discernment. And feel now as this energy of discernment flows to each of you in addition to the diamond lights. And we remind you that the definition that we liked is discernment is the quality of being able to grasp and comprehend what is obscure. Manipulation, truth, untruth, intent. And just receive this vibration. And this vibration, this energy of discernment, will also support and assist you as you move more in to your sovereignty. And we know that not all of you are wanting to move into your sovereignty yet. And that is fine. But discernment can support all of you. Continue to receive the diamond lights that flow through you and to you and into the unity grid. And well, receive this new vibration of discernment. Allow yourself to be filled up. And as you fill with discernment, allow this vibration to also flow into the unity grids through your feet. Beautiful. Continue to receive. Continue to receive. Just allow. And we remind you that you would not be driving a car as you are receiving these vibrations and energies. You would not listen to these recordings when you are driving. The frequency and the energies are too strong. Yes, if you are working in your garden or you are, it is easiest to do and receive the most when you are in meditation or as you are falling to sleep. But we would say to definitely to not be driving in a car. And can you be riding in a car? It is not ideal because as the energies come in, if the driver is hearing any of this, whether they are consciously listening or not, again, not ideal. But it is always your choice. As a sovereign being, it is always your choice. We only give you our advices. And the diamond lights, the white, the pink, the golden, and the aqua and the vibration or new energy of discernment flow to you and through you and fill you up, and also into the unity grids. They move into the unity grids. Beautiful, beloved ones. Continue to receive. And this vibration of discernment is flowing onto your planet regularly now, but in very small amounts. And so on our global meditations, we do a download in a greater proportion, in a greater amount. And we would say the same thing of the diamond lights, that when you listen to our recordings or join us live, that you are receiving greater amounts of the diamond lights to support your remembrance of who you are on all levels. Beautiful beloveds. And we are trying to judge the amounts of these new energies that your bodies can handle. And so at this moment, we slowly begin to dissolve or rescind the discernment vibration. You are still in a place of nature. You are still receiving the diamond lights. And we ask you now to disconnect your legs from the unity grid, and they become regular size once again. And we ask you now to travel back, still connected to us, to the Alchemy home crystal. Come back now to the Alchemy home crystal. The diamond lights are continuing to run. And as you are back at the home crystal, we want to share with you our announcement about our gatherings in 2024. And if you have never been to a gathering, they are 5 days in length where we do our deepest work in co-creation. And they are, yes, like our global meditations, but far deeper, where we share not only more energy and vibration, but more information. These are always our most significant times together during the year. And this year we are changing it up a little bit, for we have done the in-person gathering in the spring for quite some time. But this year, our spring or April 7th to 11th gathering will be an online gathering. But we do ask you to be off work and to set aside the time as though you were at a physical gathering. We ask you to set a little altar and to plan your time accordingly, so that you may hold the frequencies and help with the co-creation those days. And the advantage to the online gathering is that you don't have to travel. So it allows more of you the opportunity to attend from the comfort of your own home. And we are very excited this year to go to a new location. And this is in September, the 22nd to 26th. And this resort is called Deerhurst. It is 2 hours north of Toronto in Canada, in an area called Muskoka, a most beautiful area of the country where the leaves change and the fall temperatures come forth. And it is still warm generally at this time, warm enough to swim in the lake here, warm enough to be outside, to have bonfires. It is a beautiful location. And so Anna Larai has secured our dates and spaces. And we have 8 spaces already booked or available, we would say, besides our ground crew, for September, where we have bedrooms booked for you. If you are wanting to join us at Deerhurst Resort in September. And of course, the advantage of an in-person gathering is the energies are even more strong, but you get hugs and laughter and joy and companionship in a different way because you are together pretty much the whole time. It is one of Anna Larai's most favorite times of the year when she gets to be in the energies and with the people at a gathering. And so Christian has these on the website. It is not quite complete, for the pricing has to be finalized, but you will get an idea and will be able to register soon. And if you know you want to come and you want your own room, then you can go ahead and book separately the room at accommodation. But the 2 that we have, the extra rooms we have booked, are units with kitchen and living room and 3 separate bedrooms for 4 people, 2 of them, so for 8 people. And if you don't prefer, or your spouse wishes to come or that sort of thing, then you can book your accommodation separately and your registration separately. And so gently and slowly, the diamond lights stop to flow. And you are still here. We are going to open up in a minute for some questions. And just feel now, as Anna Larai, as Christian, Karila, and Mother Gaia all gently dissolve their 4-colored thread or yarn or ribbon to release you, and you return back to your own time and space. To your own time and space, take a moment to ground your body. And we are excited to share with you that this Thursday at noon Pacific time on January 18th, Anna Larai will launch her new YouTube Live, where she will be doing downloads and transmissions, both in energy and voice, where you may come on and ask questions. And it is on the platform you refer to as YouTube. And this week she begins And what she will be looking at is talking about what is love. And there will be a download of energy. Of course, we are so connected with Anna Larai, we will be present but not speaking, as there will be many other beings of light with us. And we have encouraged her to take on this new endeavor so that she may reach more individuals, so that more may find her and find us, so that we may spread the word, we may support more people on their journeys, we may co-create together with more individuals. And it is simply fun and enjoyable to get the higher vibrations moving into some of these platforms. And this is also why, as you see that we are changing our picture we have had for more than 10 years, the iris was a beautiful place for us to start. It was a flower that was photographed by Anna Larai in her garden under our supervision, and it captured a beautiful energy. But now, as we move into more of the transformation, we feel this new photograph. Let us, it is not a photograph. This new picture represents beautifully the joy and peace and beauty of the new earth. And so, beloved ones, in these last minutes, do you have any questions, anything you wish us to maybe answer or comment on? As you know, we often will not, but you can always ask. And you may raise your hand or write in. And can you let us know how you are doing? How many of you have felt these energies of this meditation? You felt the strength of the energy coming through for you. Beautiful. Beautiful. Strong and peaceful. We like those words. So if you have a question, you are welcome to write in. Yes, very strong and wonderful. Love the new visual. Peaceful, strong and peaceful. So someone asked, some suggest that we should have supplies on hand as if we were going camping. Do you agree it's a good idea? Well, we would say, this question has come up on before. We would say, so we say to Anna Lorian Christian, yes, but they live on an island, a very large island, but an island nonetheless that is only accessible by ferry or airplane. So if you can do it without being fear-based, then yes, go ahead. It is always good at any time to have what you call backup. And maybe you won't need it, but maybe your neighbor would. So if it is going to put you into financial hardship to have that, then it is probably not worth it. We know you are asking if there will be an event. And of course, what happens like that, we do not comment on. But we would say without fear that it is always good, no matter where you live, to have backup supplies. Imagine you live in a downtown in a large city. You live on the 20th floor and the elevator goes out. You might want to have some backup supplies for a few days so you don't have to go up and down the stairs. So backup supplies aren't always, it isn't always the worst case scenario. Maybe your favorite peanut butter is going to have difficulty with production, and so you might want to have an extra one. But again, not from a fear-based place. And another says it was strong and deep, and they love the new visual. I notice we no longer connect a cord around the group, only the braided cord. Any reason? Well, of course, beloved one. As you are moving deeper and deeper into sovereignty, we felt it was important to begin to connect with you deeper in different ways. And you are receiving more energies through the braided cords because you are now receiving 16 threads instead of 4. And all of these threads run all through all of you. So you are all connected to us. So there is still a container or a heart, but not connected human to human. The energies were too strong at first. I asked to turn them down a bit. Wonderful now. Thank you. Beautiful. And that was the wise thing to do. We know that we are knocking even Anna Larai out because around 1 hour before we start the global meditations in the afternoon, she feels the energy so strongly that she has had to lay down and go deep into sleep. And then she got up and could hardly move. And then we plunk her down here in front of you and off we go. I love the new visual as well. So beautiful. The new image is exhilarating. Yes, we agree. We let our ground crew choose some. Anna Larai worked on several and had several choices. And we feel this is a good representation of where we are going and what most of humanity perceives as a better place, as a higher vibration or a more awakened state. And we like that it is very peaceful. We like that the sun is coming up, that there is water and greenery and waterfalls. We just think it is quite beautiful. All right. Are there any other questions? How can we download it? You can't yet. You won't find it anywhere yet. So Anna Larai and Christian are going to work with it and get it ready with our website and address on it and all of those things. And it was created through AI. Some of you that will be upsetting, but it is a wonderful tool where Anna Larai, in this instance, Christian uses it to go in and put in some prompts. And some of the prompts on this one were peace and nature and earth. And we forget what the other ones were. So this is why you won't be able to find it or create it anywhere. Great meditation. Thank you. Much love. Have the energies changed? I could barely sleep for a long time, yet this week I seem to need more sleep. They are constantly changing, beloved one, constantly changing. And they are different in different parts of the planet, we would say. So the other things you want to look at what you are putting in your body. The bodies are becoming more sensitive to the energies. And so you want to be aware of that as possible. All right. We hope that some of you will be joining us at Deerhurst Resort in the September And some of you may be the same and more, joining us at the online gathering in April. Thank you, beloved ones. We are the alchemy. Thanks, everybody. Oh, I look forward to seeing you Thursday on my YouTube Live and my first one, and a little notice will go out later. And one final quick announcement is that in the next week or so, if you are on my newsletter, sparklesoflove.love, you will be getting a new gift where we are going to gift you the very first of the advanced chakras, if you don't have it already, which is the sacral chakra. And so if you're part of our network, then you will be able to receive that gift. All right, thanks everybody. Have a great week. Bye for now.